play Dalo, we play Wan-Bissaka, we good. I think we clubbed them.
Inverted.
Yeah. I think we clubbed them.
Inverted fullbacks, wingers go wide.
I think we clubbed them.
Where you headed first? Arsenal versus United. It's a clear win for Manchester United.
That goal. No. I mean, if you can watch MLS, no, but if you can watch MLS, you can probably watch that football.
Yeah, but
terrorist football.
You see, that term is very different in European football, the terrorist football. But now, if you go to Saudi,
excuse the French, excuse the part. Unintended. I think we are the most biased podcast, but this was probably the most biased episode.
This one, we have no filter, no VAR, no yours truly, no one in the touchline,
no fact check us,
no fact check, nothing, just you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's match day.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's match day. Full-time 40, the Red Devils and the Jesus followers. Sundays for the Premier League and the podcast. If you know, you know. On my left, Devs are the pastor.
We're back on a Sunday, like Fred on a Sunday. No devils inside today. Only devils inside today. No Jesus followers. Hey man, riding solo. We back. Alvarez Haaland.
Bremo. Who's that Nottingham Forest striker?
Nottingham Forest. Awoni. Okay, we'll just say Rashford and Holland.
Oh yeah,
they're coming.
Yeah, they're coming. Front two. Yeah, but you look in a much better mood today. What's cheering you up? How are you feeling about football recently?
I mean, both the teams scored 3 goals.
Okay.
3 goals, 3 points to take home. So I guess that's what's yeah, I mean.
But you know, it always doesn't match up like that. I saw someone saying, Kaizer Chiefs is back. You must give the coach time. I mean, we're back, we're bouncing back now. 4 games, 4 points. It sounds nice, but 4 games, 4 points. But yeah, do you want to start locally? In the PSL, what's your feeling about the PSL?
In the Premier Soccer League.
The DStv Premier League.
Premiership. English.
What do you think? We've seen Chiefs winning 3-0. Sundowns didn't play, at least not yet. And then Pirates is playing today. Not really sure, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I think today Chiefs they played well. I think 3-0, good result. Actually, far better than good. I think. I don't know when was the last time I saw Chiefs score 3 goals in a game.
But was it a good game? I
didn't watch it, so I only watched the highlights this morning. So
yeah,
man,
it's dangerous to analyze the game based on
No. That's why I'm not giving an opinion on whether it was a good game.
But at least it's 3 points.
I'm just saying it's 3 points. It's been a long time since he scored 3 goals.
It's about time, man.
But in your perspective, it's a special feel. Palama.
Yeah, no, but I think definitely this season we have to give it to the DStv Premiership. I think we must watch a lot of games because if we don't watch the football, who else going to watch, man? I mean, so I think it's a commitment, right?
I was actually telling you a story, though.
Yeah.
So I was in Joburg last week, and then I met this guy at the hotel I was staying over. So this guy says he works for, or claims rather, I'm not sure you don't have So actually, two crazy things happened in the past 2 weeks or so, dog. And
Yeah.
I'm off ramping, but it's important because they're still football related. So this guy claims he works for SuperSport,
Yeah.
right? And on SuperSport he does these, you see those replays,
Oh,
those
I see. Oh,
cards.
the card.
Yeah,
Does,
yeah.
does he have a job there? I don't think there's a lot of highlights.
No, but like it's crazy because he was saying like all the cameras. He was explaining all the works behind,
Yeah.
and he was explaining the cameras, how they like.
How
He
you
says
switch.
there's a machine that basically generates the algorithms, right? So
Okay.
it's not an algorithm per se, but it generates the sequence in which the shots must come,
I see.
right? And then he, in fast motion, has to decide which one to take out,
Oh, I
you
see.
know, or which angle was best to capture either the shot,
For-
the foul, or whatever.
Depending on the moment. So
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the wide shot or the closer shots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this man could actually be a VAR referee, dog.
Is it? Yeah, because
Because it's the same thing, man.
yeah, but VAR, even if it comes to South Africa, it won't be the same. But it's a story for another day. Continue.
But I'm saying, like, wouldn't it be crazy if on the board we start bringing in people like that? Like people who work in sports in general.
No, I think because we are just like to tell it like it is. We are the fans. Actually, we are the fans.
Yeah.
We just love football and we love. We have an opinion on it. So why not just have our
Yeah.
opinion there? But definitely, if we can have more sports people, it's good for the pod. So
Yeah, like, because the behind the scenes as well, to say how does all of these things happen?
actually, yeah, even if it's just a quick phone call, give them. A
Yeah,
phone
like
call.
that's what I was
Yeah,
thinking.
yeah,
Because also another thing is there was someone who watched the opening Arsenal game.
Oh, yeah.
Urban,
Yeah.
in London.
Yeah.
He went to London to
Yeah.
see the opening
What's the
game.
atmosphere there?
And I'm
Interesting.
like, it would be crazy to hear how the atmosphere was even from a South African perspective.
Yes, to say.
And hear how that sport is different from, or the atmosphere is different from like a Soweto derby or something like that.
No, definitely. We have to get more people. Even I mean, even people who have, let's say, people who have played this the game even on the PSA level. Just how is it when you go for trials? What's happening there? The team selection. How does it work? That process, the payment, everything. Just to get an insight on the football itself, other than just commentating from the outside. So definitely. So
Yeah.
that's the other thing that happened. So two things happened.
Yeah. So those are the two things that happened, and I was like, "This is wild. This is content for days." I wish I'd recorded the conversation with him because then it would be easier to just like
but
put it up there.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
yeah, it's
but it was dope. It was a dope experience to hear about those.
yeah. No, I think that's the goal now, right? That's the
Yeah,
standard.
yeah,
That's the
to grow the
standard.
board.
Yeah,
No,
let's
but
get
shout out.
more sport people on the podcast.
That's it.
That's what's up.
And then, how did you feel about the Chiefs game? Did you watch it? Did you
No,
get
I
time to
didn't.
watch
I
it?
didn't watch the Chiefs game. I only watched the last 15 minutes. I would say I was happy with the scoreline. I didn't really watch the game. I have nothing to comment about in terms of the football and everything. But I saw that Tseki was safe from the because they had planned to escort him to the tunnel. And then when the game ended 3-0, no one was concerned about his safety anymore.
They were in tunnel vision.
Yeah, no.
When I spoke about this, and me and Shuffle were talking about it during the week. I think it's yesterday. And we're speaking about tunnel vision fans, like fans who don't have a view of the.
That's why we're fans, and as a club, if you're a big club, you must not listen to the fans because
Because they blow in any direction that the wind is blowing. I think that's why they call them fans, because they blow in every direction that the wind is blowing.
So it's dangerous to listen to fans. I mean, I know I'm digressing, but look at Arteta's first 2 seasons. I mean, even Arsenal themselves, they will tell you they wanted Arteta out, but if you don't have the vision, you'll never.
I think after yesterday's game, they're calling for Arteta's head. But
That's
it's a
fans.
different chat.
Yeah, that's fans. That's
so,
fans.
so since we're fans and we're blowing in every direction, do you think we spoke last week about European players that have gone to the Saudi league?
Yeah.
Are we following any any of them to the Saudi league like we
Yes.
did? Like we followed Ronaldo to La Liga.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Definitely we have to get a team on the Saudi Pro League.
But there's only two teams, like proper.
Is there only two teams? I
Like
what?
no, like not like that. But
I'm not clued up on the Saudi, so
no, but like I mean, there's Mahrez's team.
Coach-
Mahrez with
does he play with Neymar? I'm not sure.
yeah, he plays in the same squad as Neymar, I think.
Serious?
Al Ittihad or something like that. I'll
I
check
know,
it now.
I know Al Etifak, I know Al Nasser, I know Al Ahi.
Yeah.
I
Al Ahly, no, yeah, Al Ahly is Egyptian, man.
no, there's the Egyptian Al Ahly, then there's
They have another one.
the one that Peter was coaching and then promoted it to
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah.
they fired him. That I know.
So he figured he couldn't coach the other Al Ahly now.
Yeah, but me, I'm supporting the team with Neymar. That one is Neymar is too much for the Saudi Pro League anyway. So I'm supporting that one, whichever that team is.
Oh yeah, so there's Al Ittihad with the one we have Benzema.
Oh,
Benzema's
okay.
team, right?
And then there's Al Etifak. I know that one. That's the one for.
Oh, and then there's Al Ahly Saudi
Yes,
as well, right?
yes,
I don't know
yes.
the players there. And then there's Al Hilal.
Al
right?
Hilal.
That's Mahrez's squad with all the other guys, and then there's Al Ettifaq, like you said, and then
Yes.
there's Al Nasser.
Al Nasser, we know.
Al Nasser. But they've lost 2 games, man.
Oh, Al Nasser.
Yeah.
I'm not following the Saudi Pro League. I'm not following, but I just know when the rugby is playing. It's
okay.
like the MLS.
The MLS, or you only watch when? Do you watch it though?
I don't watch it. They play in odd hours, and now I can't keep
It's
up.
like the NBA, ne?
Yeah, it's
Okay,
odd hours.
so okay, it's funny because even the European players that moved there are the first players they show on the team on the squad sheet.
Yeah.
So for Al Ittihad, you have N'Golo Kante and Karim Benzema, the 2
Okay.
Frenchmen.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't see anyone else who's worth mentioning.
Yeah, I won't make it to the Saudi. It won't make it to the top. That team. It just doesn't have enough UV.
But no, this team is top of the league. 3 wins in 3 games.
Benzema for the Ballon d'Or again. But yeah, let's repeat. Who are you supporting them? Who are you supporting?
Hey man, I need to know who the players are. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna.
Nah, you're going to be biased if you look at the players first.
Obviously, that's what we were there for. Ruben Neves is there, so this is Al Hilal.
Al Hilal.
Ruben Neves, Neymar,
Okay.
Khalido Koulibaly.
Okay. Mendy.
I haven't seen Mendy.
Oh,
I'm
he's
not
not
showing
there.
the team
He's not
squad,
there.
team sheet. Okay, that's it. Those are the 3 players. Mahrez.
Mahrez is not there.
I didn't say Mahrez.
Oh,
Or Ruben Neves. Ruben Neves is there. Okay, let's. Nah, but after that it's just Al Nassr. But no,
which one are you supporting? Just we know we are not really.
can we have homework?
Yeah, I know it's our homework,
And
but
then,
definitely
okay, we're gonna go watch the games. We're gonna make it a point to go watch the games.
I won't.
Right. I mean, if you
I'll
can
do
watch
my research.
MLS, no, but if you can watch MLS, you can probably watch that football.
Yeah, but maybe
Terrorist football.
You see, that term is very different
Yeah.
in European football, the tourist football. But now, if you go to Saudi,
Hey, Shana, can't say that. Excuse the French. Excuse the pun. Unintended.
tourist football in terms of in the Premier League or in European football means something different. But I'm not really sure in the South Arabian.
Context.
It's too close to home. But
No,
from
I
now,
think that's in an American context more than anything.
You're okay. In the
Yeah,
MLS
yeah,
context. But I think I'll come out now. I'm supporting the team that Neymar plays for. I'll go into my research to find out which one.
I'll also support Mahrez's team,
Okay.
but I suspect it's the same team.
Okay. If it's not, I'm supporting the team that Neymar plays for. I mean, that team is money.
But I already told you which team it is.
Neymar Junior. But yeah,
Not much of a junior anymore, but
he has threads now. You see, Neymar is thread. Oh no, it does not have threads.
oh yeah, he plays. Riyad Mahrez plays for Al Ahly Saudi.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wait.
Is he getting coached by Pizzo Valley?
No, they fight Pito. They fight Pito.
What?
They fight Pito before going up. They were in the. Let me just get my facts straight. But Pito took a team from the lower division to that division, and then they fight him. So it's not there anymore.
Okay, but nah, shut up. So we'll choose a team to support.
I
Okay,
know,
I'll
I know.
support Al Ahly Saudi.
Is that the team that Neymar plays for? That's my point. Is
No,
that the
no,
team?
no, no, no.
Oh,
He
I'm
plays
supporting.
for Al Hilal.
I'm supporting the team that
So
Neymar
you're
plays for.
choosing Al Hilal.
Yeah, if it's Al Hilal, let's go, Neymar Junior.
You're gonna choose a team with a blue kid.
Eish.
Ish.
Eish. Is there a team with maybe a red nyana there?
Maybe you'll support them when they wear the away kit.
Yeah.
But nah, man, on to the Prem.
Sundays are for the Premier League. If you know, you know. What?
No, it's not the same without Pastor Fred, man.
It's not.
It's not the same.
Yeah, definitely it's not. No,
But-
without the sermon. Yeah. But Friday we watched Chelsea against Luton Town. Apparently Chelsea were underdogs there. When I look at like online and everyone's commenting, how are you underdogs to Luton Town? With looting the town.
They looted the town. Loot
3-0.
on the town.
3-0.
Loot on the town.
New age Didier Drogba, Jackson on the score sheet. Sterling was also cooking. I
Sterling, I heard it was cooking.
Sterling was cooking. I know.
You put on a Sterling performance.
Definitely,
man.
definitely. We always have some Sterling slander, but that game, I took it by storm.
Is he back?
That game, judging from that game, is back. He scored 2 goals, man.
But Luton Town.
But Mason Mount failed to score against Wolves. And I'm not just picking on Mason Mount. I'm just saying that you can't really say it's Luton Town. The argument doesn't stand.
For me, for
Sterling is cooking. End of
Chelsea
story.
gave a tribute to their previous sponsors. 3.
Yeah, but I think I'm really excited for Pochettino and the squad. He has a good squad. It looks like everyone there is content with their position and they are happy. It looks like a happy squad. Even Gallagher, I don't really rate him that much, but
Is he back to playing like he was
I don't think it's-
at Crystal Palace?
It's decent. I would call it that. I wouldn't really, but it's decent. It's decent. It's not a liability.
Anymore. No, he doesn't look like, you know how Shaka used to be liability for us.
Up until things change. Hands off Ilembe. Hands off.
hands off the grenade.
The only Shaka that you know is Ilembe, Tina.
Hands off. Hands off. Oh no, Jacques. Oh, Jacques.
The grenade. Yeah, but the Premier League, Chelsea were cooking. Comfortable win, 3-0 win over Luton Town.
Clean sheet as well, eh?
Yeah, I kept a clean sheet. Sanchez on the goals thing.
In the goalpost.
He was
It's
not-
his first game. It was his first game. Eh?
No, it was not his first game.
He's been there.
He was.
Ogana Kepa is gone. Yeah. No, and Mendy is gone. Hey man. So now we have to find a new. We don't have any jokes for Chelsea goalkeepers.
No, the jokes are going to write themselves for Chelsea. It's just a matter of time. They write themselves.
But
Just
shout
to
out
keep
to them.
watching long enough.
I think shout out to them, man. It was a decent win. It was a decent game. No issues from my side.
And then on the Saturday, Arsenal versus Fulham.
Are you going there, man?
I have to go there. I have to go. Okay, the context. Okay, the context for the Arsenal game and the United game because it started in the almost at the same time. Clocking out at work, you know, it's the shot this side. So
Yeah.
clocking out just in time for the game. So I turn off my phone. I was watching in the car. Proud I shouldn't say this, but yeah, I was watching in the car. Then I just switch off the phone, so that I can just pass the security gates and everything.
Yeah.
I can be outside the premises of the employer. The moment I was outside the premises of the employer, it was 2-0 down United to Nottingham Forest. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. That day I was so pumped up for the game. And then 4 minutes in,
I think Bruno even made the comment.
Yeah.
Our only captain is like, sure, they had us there for the 4 minutes.
They hit us. In the 4 minutes. Yeah.
Aoyi.
That's me, so yeah. Yeah, but I must give it to Lindelof. Just moving on to the United game, must give it to Lindelof. Well, I didn't check the substitutions in the
We
in the
always knew it
halftime.
was going to move on to United.
Yeah, it has to.
Arsenal,
Had to.
Nothing much there
Nothing
to say.
much. It's a throw. Arsenal through.
They're dropping points already.
They are dropping point already, but it's nothing new, man. It's London. It's Arsenal. Arsenal always go to Arsenal. But
Speaking about London, but continue, then I'll tell you this funny.
yeah, I
thing
can go
about
on to London. It's fine.
No. I'll say if you freeze the table now, if you can't call it,
Stop the count. Can you please stop the count? West Ham
if we
to-
stop the count now, I don't think any of our teams are in the top 4.
It's early days, man. It's early days. That's all I can say. It's early days, very early days. So
Okay,
yeah, but United 2-0 down in the first half, first 4 minutes to be exact. But the way the team played, I was impressed. Anthony, I must say, give credit to his due. I was impressed by Anthony and the whole mentality of the team. I think
yeah.
we're still lacking because against the better teams, if you go 1-0 down, 2-0 down, you're looking at a thrashing. There's no other way because we only come back because Nottingham Forest. So take it with a pinch of.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that impressive, but for the fact that we came from 2-0 down and we won the match, actually it's a good mentality build for the next game.
At least you
against
got
Arsenal.
out of the woods, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Out of the forest.
The Forest, they had us in the first 4 minutes.
But we're not yet out of the woods.
are we?
We must be honest.
We not. Only 5 days up until the transfer window closes. Hopefully it closes with the Amrabat. Amrabat.
Apparently he's not playing for his team anymore.
He's going on a hunger strike.
And then how do you feel about us? Okay, general thoughts on the game, 86 minutes. Let's say the last 86 minutes. Okay, after the first 4 minutes.
Yeah. I think the team really played well up until we went 3-2 up. When we went 3-2 up, that's when the game changed, and then they also made substitutions. Nottingham Forest are taking substitutions. They had nothing to lose. And then an injury scare for Casemiro, 86 minutes. That's when I thought our season was over. I must say, I thought our season was gone there when Casemiro went down.
Yeah.
But that's how you win games, man. It's not always going to be pretty, and you get 3 points, you move.
Yeah.
We'll see them in the second round, Nottingham Forest, just like we'll see Wolves in the second round. It's not over. Next, Arsenal.
But there's talks we want to sign Marco Cucurella or Rigolian.
Shit.
Show, the big show.
Surely we can't sign him, man. We can't sign him. It's just ridiculous, man. The players that we are linked to. So the first thing is that we're looking at Pavard, signing Benjamin Pavard from Bayern Munich. And then that just fell away because Maguire didn't move on. And Pavard was going to play as our centre back and was also playing as right back.
Yeah.
So
Left back.
Yeah,
so we're going to
so we're going to
wait.
It's a right back.
Yeah, right back.
It's a right back.
Yeah.
But there were talks that we're going to sign him from Bayern. I mean, he was available, and then Maguire transfer didn't happen, so we stopped on that. And then when you look at our injury list now, which is growing, it's very scary for us. With Luke Shaw gone, we're linked to Cucurella. I've seen Reguilon. I've also seen Cucurella.
There's a third one.
And,
Apparently there's 3.
Yeah,
We're looking
I
to
just
sign
forgot.
as a left back. Are we saying?
Cucurella is a no-no.
So Tyrell is not good enough.
He's injured. That's the thing. He's also injured. but he might be back sooner than Luke Shaw. So yeah, it's not looking good. And the players that were linked to, at some point I saw Ryan Bertrand. Come on, you linked to Ryan Bertrand.
It's like Johnny Evans. Where's Evans going then?
It's coming to us. It's coming to us. The even story, they first winged it. They said he signed a short contract to train with United for preseason, and then I think that was fine. But now, if there are talks of us re-signing Johnny Evans, it's a joke, man. It's a joke. The way that we're running this club, it's a joke, man. It's painful to see how the standards have fallen. I mean, Chelsea themselves are not in a good spot, but if they can give us Cucurella, then it means it says everything about the move. It's a loan, but
I think
not for it.
Man, I analyze the transfers Ten Hag made, right, in the first, when he first arrived.
Yeah, last season.
Right, last season. I don't think, now I'm starting to think whether those were even his signings, man. Based on the business he's doing now.
No, I know they were not his signings. Casemiro was not his signing. It was a desperate move. It's just that we're lucky we hit a jackpot with Casemiro. But United were in for.
He wanted Anthony. If we look at his track record in terms of people he's brought in,
there's people he's familiar with.
Now Mount is not familiar with Mount.
No, I'm saying the first season.
Yes. But that was fair because first season you want to understand the club, but it's better to have your people as well, you know. So that was fair, right? But now with the business he's doing,
do you think it's him doing the business? I doubt it's him doing the business.
You think they're telling him to stick to the focus on the sport?
Yeah, it's the Glazers. I mean, it wouldn't be the first, right? Because they also signed Van de Beek. We were excited for Tony, and then it turned out that it was not a social signing. Because when he came, we asked him to fight for his place.
Sure.
We asked him to fight for his place when we were playing with McTominay and Fred. Then that was just a clear sign that it was not his signing.
Okay, let's now, while we're still on Ten Hag, right? A lot of people have been saying Ten Hag out before.
Manchester United fans are delusional, myself included. They are delusional.
Ne.
One win changes. It's like Kaiser Chiefs fans.
It's like we're back to that toxic Ole Gunnar soldier. You know, I was telling, even Arteta fans, actually Arsenal fans are also the same. They're saying after this draw, they're saying Arteta out.
I wouldn't talk much on Arsenal fans, but I know our fan base, Manchester United, we are delusional. It's like it's ridiculous how we can go from a negative to negative 30 or negative 100 to a complete 100% to say, now we're fully supporting Tseki, now we're fully supporting Ten Hag. Last week we were saying Ten Hag out. And it's ridiculous because Ten Hag, out of all the coaches, I'll go and back Ten Hag publicly.
Because
he's the coach.
Because who do you bring in? This is the important question. If you say Ten Hag out.
I mean, there are no talks about Ole out when we clearly knew, we saw that he was out of his
No, but that's because Ole would win the game where that last draw, the players would put on a show for him.
At some point, we even branded as comeback kings. How is that a good thing? But
that's what Ole was all about. His career, comeback king.
90 minutes.
It's the social show.
Yeah, I know, but I think let's move on, man. Let's just move on from this team. But Ten Hag, guys, there's a record now, probably 29 matches unbeaten at home, and the record was at risk yesterday. And it's a fortress.
The boys came back.
It is a fortress. Old Trafford is a fortress. Come at your risk. So yeah. And then
shout out.
Manchester City is playing now. Currently, as we talk, Manchester City is playing. Do you think they're running away with it game?
I think they're beatable this season.
But you know, Manchester City, they always start the season slow. They have a slow start.
No, it's fine. It's fine. But doesn't mean.
Can Manchester United beat Manchester City if they can play tomorrow? If you're saying they're beatable.
Why don't we get the benefit of we starting the season slow? We always do. No, we got clapped last season. Last season.
But you can't say we always do based on one season only. It's just
No,
not
but like
enough.
I'm not saying we always do, yeah? But I'm saying why can't we get the benefit of we starting the season slow?
Because we don't have any credibility. We have not done that thing. When I'm saying Manchester City start the season slow, it's because they've done it for about, let's say, 3-4 seasons where when the
Yeah,
season
but
starts, like Manchester City is weak, and then once they get into the groove, after December, it's done. Once they get to
So
that run,
if
it's
we play
done.
them in the next month, 2 months, we can clap them.
If you can play them tomorrow,
No,
hypothetically,
no ways.
if we play Arsenal,
And we're playing them. So
I just want you to think about it.
I think with Luke Shaw out, right? But remember, with Luke Shaw out.
Don't point at individual players. Arsenal versus.
Okay,
Okay, it's fine. Let's go there now. Arsenal.
But it matters who's on your team sheet.
Okay, Luke Shaw is
It
not going to
matters.
be there. Fair enough. Luke Shaw is not going to be there when you play Arsenal. Now it's a fact. So between us, who's going to win? Arsenal and United. Go. Next week.
I think we still clubbed it.
Arsenal.
Yeah. Hoyland is coming. He's gonna be in the squad in the Arsenal game.
Hopefully, but I wouldn't put my weight to someone I wouldn't see.
And Rashford, I see him in the Nottingham game, right? You saw one of the assists.
He's better off on the wing. Huh?
He's better off on the wing, right?
Yeah,
and I feel like if Hoyland comes, he forces him to be
he goes there.
You know, so I think it's a good move. I'm just worried about defensively. What do we do? You know, do we bring a young boy to fill that spot?
No, I think Dalo was solid enough yesterday.
Yeah, so we play Dalo, we play Wan-Bissaka. We good. I think we clapped
Inverted.
Yeah. I think we clapped them.
Inverted fullbacks, wingers, go wide.
I think we clapped them.
Where you headed first? Arsenal versus United. It's a clear win for Manchester United.
That goal.
No issue.
You see, today we don't have any barriers. Any people arguing in the house. There's no one on the touchline saying,
there's no one on the touchline. We bias full force today.
Shuffle must come back and defend his team at this rate. Shuffle, please come back. Please come back.
The biasness in this podcast is just ridiculous, man.
I told you today there won't be any arguments today. But nah, man, like, so at the end of the day, I think United will do well, will be fine. It's just gonna look scary when the Champions League starts and everything. Like we just, yeah.
Maybe something that we can maybe discuss in the next episode. But roughly, or top of your head, who gets fired first? And like, let's say, top 6 managers, who gets the sack first, or who is more under pressure? Let's say the whole league. To be fair, who goes first when you look at everything? Who is going to leave first in terms of the managers? Who's going? Because I'm sure by November someone's going to have.
You know, it's a question of who has been at the lowest, right, or who has been at the highest, right?
Yeah.
Remember, Pochettino, the pressure is not on for him.
Yes, he's on a clean slate.
And his team was number 9. Or
yeah,
8.
so he needs to be number 11 or 15 for you to
get to bed. You know, there's no lower bar for him. Like,
the standards are very low at Chelsea.
Exactly.
Unfortunately.
So obviously Pep's not going anywhere. Klopp's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Klopp's not going anywhere. Pep's not going anywhere.
That's a bold statement.
Pep.
Klopp.
There's a clap. You think I get a clap?
Today is Newcastle versus Liverpool.
But let's talk about it. Let's talk about it in the next part.
Yeah, just think about it.
But man,
sorry, because my thinking is that you can be you can be at your highest right now, but also that brings that risk to say if we put everything, and that's why Lampard got the sack, because the season before he didn't have the pressure, and then he was performing very well, and then they bought players, then expectations were high, and then he got the sack. So I'm not saying Arteta, but when you buy players and you're number 2, and then you get So now it means you must go on and win it. And if Arsenal don't perform as well as they did last season, which is the standard that they've set, it's going to be bad news for Arsenal.
I think, but he doesn't get the sack but before end of the year.
Yeah, no.
No.
I'm not saying Arteta
But-
gets the sack, but I'm just saying the way that I was thinking about it to say that's who gets the sack.
I'll tell you one manager I'm impressed with.
Uh-huh.
But that's because I'm just generally impressed with one player in the team, right? And I think it's a massive signing.
Madison.
No, man. Not Maddox. It's a boy I've always told you guys about. You guys never used to listen to me.
Yeah, Chevy said we don't know ball. It's not
Eh? He says I don't know ball,
Yeah,
ne?
he says-
But you must see the guys I always say talk about. James Wood-Prowse.
Ooh,
West Ham.
the Hammers.
You're lying.
Hammers.
You're lying.
They have already hammered Chelsea by the way.
They hammered them with the 7 iron.
that-
Yeah, James Wood-Prowse.
And also they chose deserves Brighton. 82% ball possession.
What is
200 and more than 200 passes for Brighton. 66 passes for West Ham. 3 goals.
But look at it, right? That's how Southampton used to play. Think of it, right? You know, if they have a set piece,
What
the
Prowse?
number 8 is on there,
What
waiting to serve a hot one. He's hitting birdies all the time. Trouble calls them birdies.
He's downgraded his number, but his standard. Yeah. He's a C. See.
But let's be honest, on the set piece, that guy
The delivery is on point.
always.
At this point, he must just work for Mr. D.
Hey.
It's too much. Delivery is too much.
But now, as a retirement, I think you must consider that. He can deliver, the man.
In terms of deliveries, he's second to Bruno in the Premier League, kind of, because De Bruyne is out. But in terms of deliveries, they must just.
You think Bruno is as deadly?
Bruno is too much, though. Bruno is too
Thing
much.
is, dog, what Prowse has been doing it for ages.
But what Prowse is not at Bruno's level. And fair enough.
As a player or on delivery?
Both. It's not at Bruno Fernandes' level. And the context there is
The
that...
bias in this podcast is too much.
The context is that maybe the team that he plays for, they don't create enough, which is not normal. It's not on him per se, but Bruno Fernandes, I think after De Bruyne, I'll give it to Bruno Fernandes, the most creative player after De Bruyne in the Premier
On
League.
delivery. Like,
Just creativeness.
no, very on creativeness. Wood Prowse is not that. He's just the typical number 8.
You see now.
But let's be honest, the Moyes boys are cooking. From how they ended the season last season,
They must just now they must just take Maguire. It's not
and they won the conference league. So
I think West Ham, I'll give them the credit once they take Maguire off us. It's a good signing for West Ham, man. They must just please take Maguire off us.
But yeah, dog, what do you want to say in closing?
Now we're running out of time. But
We've run out of time.
Liverpool versus Newcastle at St James's Park today.
Newcastle all the way.
Newcastle is taking it.
Getting clapped. I'm just not sure if it's a clean sheet, but I think they can do it.
You're saying Newcastle is winning?
Yeah.
Well, you heard it first.
Yeah?
Well, you heard it first. Newcastle versus Liverpool. The pod is calling it. The bias boys are calling it. Newcastle for the win. Yeah.
Hey, St. James Park.
Yeah.
It's happening.
It's a fortress there. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's becoming.
It's becoming a fortress.
The actual fortress is at the Trafford.
Yeah, but jokes aside, I'm looking forward to that game. I think it's going to be interesting. You are going to be driving, but I'll watch the game.
Yeah.
Newcastle versus Liverpool at St. James's Park. Yeah, and then
I think they must find a way to start playing Premier Leagues where things on the TV. Like, you know, when you can just listen to the sound.
yeah.
Like on the radio
On
or
the
something
radio,
like that.
yeah.
Yeah, but the commentators.
I listen to Talk Sport for that. They
Have you heard Peter Drury commentating yet?
It's brilliant.
Have you heard him yet?
Yeah, I've heard him. Brilliant.
Which
brilliant.
team?
I think he was on the Arsenal game on Monday. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard he made some comment. I just forgot which one
I
it
think he
was.
was on the Arsenal game on Monday. Yeah, that was. Peter Drury is a coach, man.
But
yeah.
Doku City.
Doku. Manchester City will sign players, big players under our nose. that's what they do. They've just pulled the Mares replacement under our noses. It's 60 million plus. They are not afraid of paying the money. I don't know that player, but I also didn't know Alvarez. So my expectations are very high on Doku. Didn't know Alvarez.
But apparently,
Didn't know that
who's the guy? Rangnick told us to sign.
Rangnick was on the money. He told us to sign a lot of players, then we never signed them. Now we are linked with Bertrand.
But you know who I'm mad at now, right? I'm mad at Ten Hag for not bringing Kudus to us.
It's not Ten Hag's problem.
But Kudus, dog, I watched the Ajax game. Ajax games where he was playing. I'm
Do you
like,
know-
this boy's a baller.
Do you know who's linked to?
No, he's gone already.
West Ham.
Yeah.
Kudos to them.
He's cooking.
Kudos to them.
Yes, boys.
Paqueta,
boy.
yeah, Paqueta. But I know it was sarcastic, but if they can get Maguire, like a solid English defender for their level, which is Maguire, I think they will Maguire, Ward-Prowse, then they've Paqueta.
Bowen as well was there.
Paqueta is West Ham, right?
Yeah.
They have Paqueta, then they have Ward-Prowse. Then
They have Bowen
They have
as well.
Bowen. Antonio. Cooking. Antonio is
But
cooking.
man,
Yeah,
otherwise,
so
let's call it a day.
FPL.
What are you looking forward to
I think
in the week or in the month?
the Arsenal game, definitely Arsenal game. It's a date. I don't know. Every time when it's Arsenal versus United, it's always the shutdown for us.
Shuffle will be back
Is it?
next week.
Is it?
Hopefully you can join the pod for that game.
Yeah. No, we must do.
Or we
should
can do a
have done-
watch along.
We should have done a watch along, but shut down this side. So and
What time does the game start?
5:30. I think.
Flip.
I'm not sure. I have to check, but yeah, shut down this side. And even last year when Anthony scored that goal, was shut down and watched it in the car. So
But now let's call it a day.
let's call it
It's been a while.
the Red
It's been a good
Devils
one.
and the Jesus. Okay, the Jesus follower. Running biasness. We are biased all the way.
I think we are the most biased podcast, but this was probably the most biased episode.
This one, we have no filter, no VAR, no yours truly, no one in the touchline.
No fact check us.
No fact check, nothing. Just United all the way. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed full-time food, the Red Devils and the Jesus followers.
Boom.
Danko.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's match day.